Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Yaboyrocklee, and I'm coming at you guys with a new video. This time we're doing things a little different. We're talking about a comment that I received on Patreon that I thought was very, very interesting. And what do you know? Yaboyrocklee reads his comments, and yes, I do. And the kind of comments that I like are ones that are outside the box. You know, every now and then I read some comments that want to attack my character or whatever. I mean, people say don't read the comments, but it's like, but I'll miss out on this juicy one. Okay. Anyways, so if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so. I appreciate it. Follow on socials. I'm very active on Twitter. I do respond to people. Go figure. I mean, I do respond much more on Twitter than any other platform because I'm active on Twitter. Anyways, let's dive right into it. I received this video. I'm gonna be careful how I describe things because not everyone has seen things. I don't want anyone to get spoiled. So anyways, I received this comment on Operetta from Commonplace to World's Strongest. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you. It was, I feel like everyone is programmed to be so comfortable with murder in fiction. I still think that murder is the worst thing you can do to a person. Somehow, people accept good guys, protagonists, can cross the line with murdering so easily. I think what can be close to murder is torture, both physically, mentally, and sexually. And I know for a fact, people are uncomfortable when someone tortures someone else. So if you are uncomfortable with someone torturing, then you should be uncomfortable with someone murdering, right? I don't know. I'm altering my brain not to be a hypocrite with a lot of things because we cannot experience murder like we can torture. It doesn't mean it is less evil than the other actions. Agreed. First of all, I actually agree with this comment wholeheartedly, but I wanted to break it down. This is my personal opinion, guys. All of this is gonna be my personal opinion based on my experiences and the people I know, okay? First of all, we are all hypocrites. We have to accept that. Once we accept that we are all hypocrites, it makes life so much easier when we get into situations like this. So comment is like, how are you guys okay with this murder? Because I believe what happened in that reaction is we were cheering for the homie as he took out someone. We're like, yeah, you gotta do it. And like, how are you guys okay with that? So it's the same thought process, or it's the same hypocrisy that allows us to eat chicken, pork, beef, but when it comes to the family dog, oh no, not the dog. Oh, not the cat. I can eat a chicken, can't eat a parrot, but you can eat chicken. We do that all the time. Hypocrisy is at the very basis of humanity. However, rules keep a society from falling apart, right? That's my opinion. So we don't want to necessarily say hypocrisy is okay, but we want to acknowledge that hypocrisy is completely normal. It is. And that makes, you know, whatever going on in your brain a lot easier to accept. So let's dive into, you know, us being okay with murder. There's another little part to it, okay? So throughout time, dehumanizing people is the criteria, or one of the fundamental criterias to slavery and mass genocide of people, okay? It's always easier to convince people or lead a group of people to think lesser of another group once we take away their humanity. We've seen that with slavery, guys. It's all over. I don't want to go on that topic too deeply, but the reason why that's important is because when we are reading fiction, I think that's part of what happens in the brain, okay? So when we use Attack on Titan, for example, and I won't go into any depths, when we see the homie Eren just dropping elbows on people, in my mind, I haven't really humanized these other fictional characters, but Eren is a humanized character to me, right? That's why I don't really feel the remorse or the shock when Eren is hurting other people. However, in that story, the people on Paradise Island, I have humanized them, not purposely. I didn't make this decision consciously, but through 3 seasons of knowing them and seeing their families and seeing their struggles, when someone on Paradise Island gets hurt in fiction, I humanize them and therefore I automatically feel remorse. Much more than when the strangers in foreign territories are getting hurt. If you see something on the news that an earthquake rocked like almost anybody in the world, at least speaking for me, I automatically am going to feel bad because I automatically humanize them because they quite literally are human, but not necessarily in a fiction. Okay, I mean, they may be human characters in fiction, but until they've come to life for me, you know, they're not humanized. And there's actually probably a better word for it. Someone's going to listen to this video and say, I know a better word for what you're trying to say. But if you just listen, don't react, don't freak out, you're gonna get me. I think that's why murder or killing people is more acceptable in fiction from a protagonist or the good guys, because we don't necessarily humanize all the characters who are getting killed. Because whenever the protagonist turns around on their allies or people that we like in the story, we automatically go, oh my gosh, you've gone too far. At least for me. Another caveat to the said same topic is this. So in another show called Peacemaker, it's a very good show. I won't go into any details because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But when there's a character who's depicted as noble, has never hurt anybody or any of that sort of thing, when they're put in a position where they have to take someone's life, for me specifically, I cringe. I'm like, no, you're not a killer. That's not you. That's not you, baby girl. You ain't no killer. Why is that? You see, because part of it has to also do with the writer's intention, how the writers have set up characters. So if I'm watching The Punisher on Marvel go out and kill people, there's nothing. He's the Punisher. That's what he does. I knew what I signed up for watching the Punisher series. So him murdering people doesn't make me cringe. I've already prepared for it, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. Now, when you have Nightwing about to do it, or Superman about to kill somebody, you're like, whoa. Especially a younger Superman. If anyone has watched Smallville, when Clark had, he was on the dark side of things. I don't want to spoil it. It's been a long time, so you guys should have seen it by now. But when Clark was on the dark side of things, I would cringe when he did evil because that was not his character. I don't cringe when Bruce Wayne talks down to the Bat family or talks down to anybody. Nope. Bruce Wayne, yes. But when he has a cowl on, there's like a menacing Batman, okay, then I don't cringe. I'm like, yeah, I know what time it is. It's Batman. This is a story about a guy who thinks that his way is the way and oftentimes has problems with people that are close to him. I know this story, so I don't cringe when I encounter it. So I think that's why. And automatically why torture oftentimes triggers that part of you that, murder is not, is because, when torture is depicted in fiction, it's depicted to jar you. Like, that's the design of it. When someone's being tortured, the writer often wants you to be jarred. So the descriptions, the visuals, the screaming is to get your attention. Oftentimes when there's shooting happening it's happening all around. It kind of happens off screen, but if the good guy just shoots someone and their brain splatters, a lot of times people are gonna be like, whoa, okay? So it's also how the killing is done by the protagonist, right? How slowly it is, how the scene is drawn out, how they get you to feel the other person's perspective. Automatically, if the protagonist goes to kill someone and that person says, I have a family, changes you automatically. A lot of it has to do with the writing, in my opinion. So that's what I think is going on. I do think that in general, people are desensitized because I grew up playing Grand Theft Auto. Tom Cruise was killing people. I mean, it is what it is. But when I play Grand Theft Auto, they're not human. They resemble humans, so that can point to a potential sickness in me, because I guess I should be okay. But that's what I got. So I want to know what you guys think. I thought that was a phenomenal point. And maybe it's just me tripping. Let's not attack anybody. Let's not get to, oh my God, I can't believe that person said that. Because the point is, I want good comments from you guys. Other than, I'm not going to go into that. I like these kinds of comments. I like to be challenged because, yeah, do I do videos to make money? Absolutely. But do I ultimately want some type of fulfillment? If the next 20 years of my life, all I did was do anime reactions. And it's like, what do you do with your life? I reacted to anime. I don't know, man. So for me personally, I do like to give thought to things, challenge perspectives, and then hopefully that can open up another avenue. I'm not a genius, but I do like discussions and leading a dialogue. So let's see what you guys think in the comments. And as you guys know, if I see something good and it really provokes me, you know, it sparks me to make a video. I normally do videos about people that make fun of me or say something mean. It's about time I branch out and acknowledge somebody for saying something nice. So that's my thoughts, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed, ask that you guys do so. Check out our Twitter, check out our socials right in the description of this video. This is to be a backup channel for the Yaboyrocklee channel, and I figure why not just add content to it and give you guys something of value. And I hope that you guys found value in this video. I'm out. Rock D. Lee.